Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly market analysis session. This analysis is for weeks 24 of 2025. First week of June is behind us, about to enter second week of June. So last week we saw a bearish movement for the dollar. If you go to monthly time frame, this is actually monthly the chart for dollar index. So for monthly time frame, I told us last week that I want to see a bullish movement to retest this support that was broken and now it's resistance zone. So I want to see it test this resistance level. That's around the 50% of this long week of May's candle, the week of May's candle. I want to see that traded to. It may not happen, but that's what I anticipate. That's what I feel might likely happen. I want to see it go up, test it before it goes down. So it means that we have a, an upside objective, at least to test the resistance level before it goes down. Remember, our ultimate objective is to go lower. That's our long-term perspective. We are bearish, but we could have some bullish movements upward. Now, you can see on 4 hours time frame, the liquidity has been swept here. It has broken structure to the upside, validating this as an order block. So if you retest this other block and this other block acts as real support, that might send price higher into this FVG and testing that 50% consequent encroachment of the May's week. That's what I want to see. So if that is in the card, it means that we might likely want to go higher. But if it breaks below this other block, if it breaks below these two down close candles, if it breaks below this other block, then we will continue our bearish movement to the downside. Remember, long-term perspective, we are bearish on the dollar, but that doesn't mean that every single day we're going to go lower. We will have expansion, retracement, and all that. So I want to believe that this is a pullback up to test that monthly level, the resistance level I marked out on monthly time frame. So this could be the move we're expecting to go at. Now, what changes it is if it breaks below this other block. Once it breaks below this other block, then we will resume our bearish movement. We'll resume and then continuously go lower. But as long as this bullish order block holds price, we are going to anticipate it moving higher to test this level here. This area is still the weekly inefficiency that I marked out on weekly time frame. So you can come and retest it one more time, taking out this high, and then trying to test that 50% of the monthly week before it starts to go lower. All right, so that's what I am looking at. Okay, so if that narrative is in play, it means that we might likely want to see a bullish dollar this week before it reverses bearishly. But if this bullish order block is disrespected, then we'll go lower. So at the moment, 4 hours time frame has confirmed a bullish movement. Weekly time frame, daily time frame has not confirmed it yet. Look at the daily time frame, is still bearish. No structure has been broken to the upside, but 4 hours time frame, we've seen it happen already. The short term high has been broken to the upside. So if it comes and fails to take out this low somewhere here and then starts to go higher, that would be like the W pattern, for a bullish movement to the upside. At least taking out this buy side liquidity resting above this high and this high here, retesting this bearish order block before start to see a sell. That's that's for dollar index. Let's go to Euro USD. So for Euro USD weekly time frame, we had a bullish movement last week. Uh, Euro USD is just a mirror image of the dollar index. Now for Euro USD monthly time frame, we can see this long week as well. It may not come all the way to take out May's low to trade into this area of inefficiency. I don't expect that to happen, but it could come back to test the 50% of this May's candle. is the week here, this area here, or retest this bullish order block on monthly time frame before it goes higher. So that's if dollar goes up respecting the 4 hours bullish order block. Okay, so on daily time frame, nothing here shows that it wants to go bearish. The structure here is still bullish for daily time frame. But on 4 hours, let's look at 4 hours. 4 hours has broken structure to the downside. Short-term low has been violated to the downside. There's another block here. This three up close candle. That's a bearish order block. We want to see we have buy side liquidity that was pushed here on Thursday, and then we have made a reversal on Friday, breaking that swing low. So a retest here back to the other block would send price lower. On 1 hour time frame, is anything significant? Okay. So essentially, short-term high, we could have this just week through and then we start to go lower. That's fine as long as this high is not broken. It means that we're still within the framework of the bearish order block to send price lower. So as long as we stay around the 50% of the 4 hours bearish order block, then that's good enough to send price lower. For 4 hours time frame, it's been confirmed that market wants to go bearish. Structure has been broken to the downside. Structure has been broken, short-term low has been broken to the downside. So the test of the bearish order block is needed to send price lower. Where do we expect it to go to? On daily time frame, we have that this area of inefficiency that could be an inversion FVG, but on monthly time frame specifically, the 50% of this week here, then it could also test this bullish order block. So this line here, this long line here, it will come test it. It may not take out this low, may not take out this low. It will just come test it and then rally higher. That's fine. This is on the premise that dollar is going to go bullish to the monthly consequent encroachment of the monthly week that I outlined. If it gets there, if it moves to that level, then this is going to send price lower to this level as well, or inside this area of inefficiency on weekly time frame before we start to see a bullish movement. Because 4 hours time frame, we've seen a confirmation to the downside. All right, so that's about that. Let's go to GBP USD. So for GBP USD, we had that bullish movement last week. Liquidity has been swept to the upside. We want to see if it can go lower. We have small area of inefficiency here on weekly time frame here. The high of this candle and the low of this candle, this little area here is an area of inefficiency. So we could see a market go lower, take out this candle's low here inside this area of inefficiency. That is still very much okay for a bullish movement as well. All right, so this is on the premise that dollar goes bullish this week, respecting the 4 hours bullish order block. But if it disrespects the 4 hours bullish order block and then starts to go bearish, this is going to send price higher. Okay, on daily time frame, no confirmation that it's bearish, but on 4 hours time frame, we can see that it has broken short-term low to the downside. So we can have a retest and then we'll see a sell-off. Okay, we'll have a retest and then see a sell-off. Where are we expecting that sell-off to get to? At least below this line here into this area of inefficiency right here. Okay, so on 4 hours time frame, below this, all right, somewhere around this area. Okay, you can do the markings on your own chart. So as long as this 4 hours bullish order, bearish order block is respected and acts as resistance, we're going to see a bearish movement to the downside, and that will also be on the premise that dollar goes bullish. All right. The next one is AUD USD. So weekly time frame, we can see how it's been, rolling around this area here because dollar has not really moved significantly bearish. The moment it does that, it's going to go higher, take out this high, and retest this area here. I think that's the long-term perspective I see for this. It's going to consolidate around that area, and then when dollar starts to go bullish, then this is going to send price lower. Daily time frame. Let's look at monthly time frame. If there's anything significant, and nothing significant on monthly time frame, but this 4 hours here, I told us about this area here, all these lows here. To me, they are really, really, really clean, and this other block here has not been retested. So if we're seeing a bullish movement for the dollar, that could give room for this to go lower. We have this relatively equal highs here, this high here and this high, they are relatively equal. So we could have a bearish movement and then before it goes higher to clear the buy side liquidity resting there. But it could also just clear it and then send price lower. 4 hours time frame, let's see. The way it broke this structure is not really clear. It's not really okay. For me, it's not really okay. But basically, we know that if dollar is bullish, this has no, it's not going to hold price. It's going to send it lower as long as dollar goes bullish. But if dollar disregards or disrespects the 4 hours bullish order block, then this is going to go higher while dollar goes lower. All right, and that's basically what it is right now. Nothing significant here. The only upside objective is buy side liquidity, and then the weekly inversion FBG that I showed us. Downside objective, we could take out this internal range liquidity, take out all these equal lows. There are several lows here that needs to be liquidity that can be swept for this particular pair. NZD NZD I told us I want to see movement to the upside and we've got that. Monthly time frame, let's see, it traded into that area of inefficiency. So I want to see how price trades around that area. On daily time frame, you can see how it just kept consolidating up and down. This could just, because of this sweep into this FVG, we might see movement to the downside. We might see movement to the downside. It may not get all the way up to this level, down to this level, but at least it might go lower a bit. 4 hours time frame, the structure that here is okay for me. This low was really broken to the downside. So retest, same price lower, attacking these lows, and then we have relatively equal lows here as well. So this one and this one, those are potential targets for this pair. If dollar goes bullish, that would send price lower to clear this sell-side liquidity here and here as well. It might go lower than that, but these are low-hanging fruits for us. USD CAD. So we tested the bullish order block on weekly time frame, tested it. If we anticipate a bullish move for the dollar, that means that this might want to also go higher. Test this FVG here and see if it has willingness to take out this high here. 4 hours time frame, let's see what we have. So structure has been broken to the upside, order block has been confirmed here. So we could consolidate here and then send price higher. We have inefficiency here. We have this old high here. We can also test this area as well. So let's see how far it goes. So this could be a build up of market maker buy model to take out this high, this level before we start to see lower prices as well. Remember, long-term perspective, dollar has to be bearish to the monthly level that I outlined, but in the short term, want to see just a little retracement to contend with the premium array of the monthly week. Okay, that's why we expect this might want to go higher to clear this buy side liquidity. That this area here, just test it a little, come back to this other block, and then before we see another movement to the downside. Monthly time frame, let's see if there's any. Okay, okay. So this inside this FVG here, monthly time frame, where is that on this area here? So we could move into this area of inefficiency on monthly time frame. So this like a market maker buy model that might occur back to this area here before we sell off. So let's see how it it goes. Let's see how it goes. If you take this low to this high, this is deep discounts. Want to see a little retracement here before I sell off to take out this sell side liquidity. That's for USD CAD. 4 hours time frame, any structure broke. Yes, I said that already. So if it respects this, we might want to see a movement higher to this level and above it to the monthly, this area here, this area here. All right, that's for that. Let's go to USDJPY. USDJPY weekly time frame. We had a bullish movement for this pair. We could go higher. Monthly time frame. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, just to test, we could retest this bearish order block one more time. It might not take out this high here, but at least trade to this level and then we send price lower. Daily time frame. Okay, it might take it out because I told us that this is like relatively equalized. It might take it out, but still that is still bearish for me. Even if it takes it out, it could still that we are still bearish long term. Okay, just like a retest taking out buy side liquidity one more time and then send price lower. 4 hours time frame, any structure, yes, structure has been broken to the upside on 4 hours, so we could retest it and then we start to go higher to clear this high, then we'll go lower, sweep the sell side liquidity. But if this is broken to the downside, then we'll continuously go lower. That's for USD JPY, USD CHF. So USD CHF, I told us that this is going to consolidate here for a while because there's nothing to the downside. Daily time frame, we consolidated here last week. Bullish order block holding price very well. I want to see it go higher this time around. Structure has been broken to the upside. Retest is imminent. We want to see that go higher, clear this buy side liquidity inside this FBG and see if it has willingness to go higher, clear this, and then tackle this side as well. So for this, I think we want to start to move higher for this pair. Indices. Now, the indices this year has been moving in the same direction with the dollar. And that is not a good, it's not, the market is not symmetrical. It's not symmetrical at all because normally the dollar is bullish, this is going to be bearish, and the dollar is bearish, and this is should be bullish. But right now, the dollar and indices are moving in the same direction. Last week we had a bullish dollar. We also had a bullish. No, no. Okay, last week we had a bearish dollar, right? Let me quickly check that. Okay, we had a bearish dollar. Okay, we had a bearish dollar last week, but we had a bullish. Okay, good. So, but recently it's been almost it was moving the same direction, and even in intraday trading, they'll be moving the same direction. That's really not good. It's not a good market symmetry. We are supposed to have, like an inverse correlation between dollar and this, but it's not been obeying that recently. That's why we need to be very careful as we trade. So last week had a bullish movement to the upside. Uh, I told us that it was going to go lower. We have this volume imbalance to contend with, but market is really been pushing higher. This buy side liquidity is imminent. That's where we are reaching for. So we had the Monday, Tuesday bullish movement. Wednesday, Thursday we consolidated. Friday we started going higher. So we want to see it maintain that level. 4 hours time frame. Let's see. We have the structure broken to the upside. We want to see that this other block here support price and send it higher to our target. Okay. So I think for the indices, we are still bullish. What is going to change that narrative is if this low is broken. If this low is broken with momentum, then we might want to test this volume imbalance before we resume higher. Mind you, even if it breaks this low and then trades to this level, that doesn't mean that sentiment has changed from bullish to bearish. It's just a little correctional measure to one more time send price higher to clear this buy side liquidity. So ultimately, we are bullish. I just taking it gradually to the upside. So any downside objective, I've shown you the area it might get to. And this, I think, is pretty much the same thing for all the indices, right? Nasdaq 100, SP 500, Dow 30, pretty much the same thing, pretty much the same thing. So I want to see it go higher for Dow 30 as well. Pretty much the same thing across all indices. So we are still bullish because on 4 hours time frame it's been confirmed bullish. Okay, we've broken structure to the upside, so it's still a bullish structure. Okay, so we are bullish across all indices. We are bullish across all indices. For gold, what do we have for gold? Weekly time frame. We're consolidating here. We've been consolidating pretty well. Um, because dollar is also consolidating. That's why this is also happening. Daily time frame, what do we have? Hmm, it's still a bullish structure until this low is broken. As long as we stay above this low, we're still bullish. So take out this liquidity above here and then uh, it creates new high. 4 hours time frame. As long as this bullish order block here, because it expanded higher, this is just a retest, retracement back to the bullish order block. I want to see this bullish order block hold price and then take it higher. But if we are expecting a bullish dollar, if we're expecting a bullish dollar this week to that premium level I outlined, it means that this may want to go lower. And where might will it go to? Weekly time frame. Let me see. Daily time frame. Hmm. So on daily time frame, this other block has not been retested. This particular one here has not been retested. I think just once. It could retest it one more time. So even if it goes lower, because we expect dollar to go higher, if it goes lower uh, and finds, I want to see it find some support around this area before it resumes its bullish movements. So essentially this area here, essentially this area. So if you measure from this low, let me do that quickly. Okay, so it could take out this low here, enter this level here. So essentially around this area, it could trade down to this level before any movement to the upside. But I don't want to see this low violated, this particular one here. But even if it does, it really has not changed anything. Really has not changed anything because this is another level to contend with. The movement into this level was just a little, it wasn't really much. I remember that period I expected that it was going to test the order block very well before it goes higher, but I respected the 50% of that FPG, and then this is where we are. So even if it takes out this low, we are still long-term bullish. All right, we're still long-term bullish. So movement to the downside, we expect it to take out this low down to this area, this order block here. That's what we want to see it gets to, or essentially getting to this level. But deep discounts, it's something that is considered, all right, for this one. So if it retraces up, like testing the bearish order block, that could be a catalyst to send price lower one more time because we're expecting a bullish dollar. But if dollar starts to go bearish, disrespects the bullish order block on 4 hours time frame, then this might want to respect this one here and then go higher. So that's it. Please let's be very careful with those illustrations I just gave. The next one is Bitcoin weekly time frame. So we basically retraced last week. So we have the Monday, Tuesday. So we retraced bearishly, but we didn't quite sweep this low. The low of this candle is around 100,764 dollar. The low here is 100,000. Okay, yes, it went lower. This 422. So it went lower, took out this low, entered this area of inefficiency a little, and then we've not gone higher, we've not gone lower. So it could still go lower, all right? It could still just continue to go higher. Let's see 4 hours time frame. Any structure broken? Yes, this one has been broken to the upside. So it could want to go higher, yes. If it doesn't go below this bearish candle, then we'll go higher to attempt the old high and see if we can make new highs. That's basically it. So remember that we are long term bearish on the dollar, okay? But in the short term, in the short run, just maybe a week or some couple of days, a couple of days rather, this could just go higher. That doesn't mean that it has changed from bearishness to bullishness. No. One will say retest that consequent encroachment of the monthly wick. That's all we're expecting for the bullish movements. So if you measure the high to the low here, this is the premium, okay? And that's all we need. All right, let me show us. So the high here to the low here, that's around 70.5% retrace. That's the level over 62% retrace. That's the level we're looking for. If it gets there, we want to see it reject, show a sign of reversal and start to sell. Okay, so this movement is just a short-term movement into deep premium for another sell. Okay, that's just it. And from 4 hours time frame, structure has been broken to the upside. So we want to see it continuing this momentum to go higher to this level. And that will mean that Euro, USD, GBP, USD, AUD, and NZD will be bearish. And then USD, CHF, JPY, and USD CAD will be bullish. It means that gold will be bearish to the level I marked. And then for Bitcoin, want to see higher prices. Indices, we're looking for higher prices as well for indices. So that's basically the analysis for week 24. All right, so I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you guys next weekend.